Audio Jungle.
Hello, good morning, everybody. And here I am Sharanya Shetty. Sharanya Shetty works for animals. That is the usual introduction that I give. And the first question I'm always asked, why animals? My question is, why not animals? Have you ever seen an animal bleed? Have you ever seen an animal moan in pain? If yes, doesn't it resemble so much to us humans? The pain and the sufferings is never different, be it an animal or be it a human. The journey of Sharan started from here, from a terrace of a fifth floor commercial complex. And why it started? It was an incident that occurred in my life. I've always been an animal lover. And once with my mother, when I was just going through the market, I saw a dog tied to the divider, probably because the parent didn't want it and they wanted it dead. The dog had got very aggressive, so I was very keen on rescuing him. I tried calling everybody, found no help, finally called the local government body. When I got a reply saying, "Madam, ते जिवंत असताना आम्ही काही नाही करू शकणार, तो मेल्यावर आम्ही येतो." Which meant that we can't do anything when he is alive, but we will surely come once he is dead. That one sentence, I slept over it for many days, just thinking कि if it was an human tied or human met with an accident, why is it there are so many people coming to help? Why is there an ambulance which comes immediately to support him, to take him to the hospital, but not for an animal? With that thought pondering on my head, once I just spoke to a friend, and then Sharan started. Sharan started only with an intention of helping one animal, but then the journey continued from 1 to 2 to 3 to now to 300 plus handicapped and injured animals at the shelter. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Animals, I am a firm believer, and Sharan, we are firm believer in coexistence. I always feel we are not the only people who are supposed to be alive and working through the environment and on this world. Animals are equally or probably more important than anyone sitting down here. We have a team where we do all the rescues, where we do all the operations, where we house them and then release them once they are free. Here, if you see, this is the pictures of the Sharan at the old place. At Sharan, we have various cases coming in, we have various incidents happening. Coexistence is something that we very firmly believe. When we started working with Sharan, or probably when I started working with Sharan, I had been called a lot of names. Difficulties, always a part of it. There was, there is, and there always will be. And I think I'm not a person to take the easy way out from anywhere. So that's why if there are no difficulties, probably I would be bored and I would just be sitting down here. But as Sharan, when we are there, we see so many animals, all are rescued animals, all have come in with a story. Usually I always tell people who are not animal lovers that you all are just seeing an animal through one point. Have you ever seen or have you ever heard that each animal has a story behind him, has a journey behind him? Like now, you can see these ducks. These ducks aren't here there for a show, or they are not here for fun. They were here when a family decided to abandon during the COVID. They didn't come for them for 2 years. The ducks were lying down there for 7, 8 months without food and without water. Would you do this to a human? Why don't they have the right to live like you and me? Why are they treated separately? Why are they the underprivileged? When all the things, it makes them similar to us, anybody of us. Here we have rabbits. You can see as in the video, but none of them are there for fun. None of them, I have bought them from the market. Usually we as parents or we as humans go to the market and buy an animal. But have you ever thought, aren't you buying life? Can life be bought with money? Do you go to the market and say, "Ek bachcha de do"? No, you don't. Then how do you go to the market and say, "Mujhe ek pit bull de do, ek German Shepherd de do," when there are so many handicapped dogs lying on the floor? Here you can see Hope. I've named him Hope. He is my hope. He is my hope. Why? I found him 1.5 years back in Kasara. He was attacked by acid. Why? Acid? Only because तो आमच्या घराच्या पत्र्यावर झोपला होता. He was sleeping on the shed of my house. Was that a reason for his fate like this? When I reached the shelter, I got a message, ma'am, एक dog आया है जिस पे acid फेंका गया है. I said, okay. I went to the OT table. In our entire shelter, the OT is the only place where we have marbles on the floor. When I was reaching, I could hear the voice, tuck, tuck, tuck. When I went inside, I was shocked. I've seen a lot of animals in pain. I've seen a lot of animals suffer. But this thing was terrifying. I saw him walking on two bones. There was no flesh, there was nothing. Just two bones. And that boy, the moment I looked at him, he had so much life in him. He wanted to live even with that pain. That is when he became my hope because I adopted him. At the shelter, we face various challenges. At times, I feel, let's give up. But then I realize I don't have a U-turn. Like this boy, he is Sonia. I named him Sonia. Why? When I moved from the terrace to a 3-acre land, he was the first cow who came into the shelter, 3-day-old with a fractured limb. Now it's 6 years, he stays with me. If I take a U-turn, if I decide to stop, where would I leave him? Where would he go? He doesn't know anybody except me. For him, I am the world. For him, Sharan is his entire universe. For me, after this, whatever it goes through, whatever the journey ahead, whatever the shambles, whatever the disasters, I don't have a U-turn from here. Like I always believe, if I'm going somewhere, whatever it is, I'll cross it, I'll mean it. There is nothing stopping us. We as humans should understand that the world doesn't belong to only us. They are equally as important to us, the universe. As Sharan, though I have been the founder, I started it. But I'm not the only person here right now. I started myself as only me, but now I have a group of 160 teenagers, youngsters, and mature people. They join in. At times, when I take a vacation, I'm not worrying what is happening behind me. These are the faces who take over my part, probably more than me. They do for the shelter more than what I do. I go there, I just check around, I come back. But they are the people who hold Sharan together. Y'all are the people who would bring us together, who really matter to us. Because yes, I started it, but the journey doesn't only belong to me. It belongs to everybody of us. Why? Because the world belongs to everybody of us. It's not just for us humans, it's for animals, humans, and trees, plants, everything. If God had made this world with everything in it, He has a reason behind it. And who are you or me to question why? I think He's given us the answers. I think I would want to stop here and thank you everybody for listening to me. Thank you so much.